Barika de Sala. Happy Sala to all my Muslim friends out there and Muslim students. So as we are celebrating our Sala, we will take the opportunity to also learn our mathematics. So I welcome you all to your favorite channel, and this is your favorite mathematics tutor, comfortamoakoattah. Our topic for today is finding lengths and angles using trigonometry. So in this case, I have some questions and I'll go through with you. The first question I have here is find the angle theta in the following figure. So I have a figure drawn and I have a theta with the sides. So as I said in a previous lesson, when you are dealing with such a question, first of all, write your SHS down so that it will help you in your calculation. So we are going to write as SHS. We are going to go through systematically. Okay, so the SHS, what did I say about the SHS? That is opposite over hypotenuse, O over H. Then the K is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Then the TWA becomes opposite over adjacent. Good. So since we have our SHS down, it will guide us in our calculations. Then after writing your SHS down, you come to your figure. Then you identify the direction or the position of your angle theta. So in this case, our angle is here. Then the angle theta is directly opposite to the 4, to this side. So we have O. Then the longest side becomes H, our hypotenuse. Then the other side is what are adjacent, but our concentration won't go to the adjacent. It is on the opposite over hypotenuse. So which of the trig ratios can we apply here? We can apply the which is sine. So this becomes sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So from our diagram, our opposite was, great, it was 4. Good. So we write 4 over the hypotenuse was 5. Good. So it becomes sine theta equals 4 over 5. The question is find angle theta. So the angle theta becomes the sine inverse. The sine inverse of 4 over 5. So theta is equal to sine inverse of 4 over 5. And I believe you know how to punch sine inverse. I did this in one of our lessons. You press the shift key and the sine key on the calculator before you press your 4 over 5. So the answer, therefore, our theta is giving us 53.1 degrees. It is an angle, so you have to bring your degrees. So that is our first question. Then the second question is find the value of theta. So this is our diagram. What is the first thing to do? You write your SHS. That is a class 1 way of solving this. So as SHS. Good. So is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. K is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Then TWA is what? Opposite over adjacent. Great. Then the second step is to identify your angle theta from your diagram. So from the diagram, our theta was positioned over here. And the theta is directly opposite to this. So we name our right angle triangle. This is our opposite, this is our hypotenuse, and this is our adjacent. So So our concentration is on the adjacent and the hypotenuse. So if we have A over H, which of the trig ratios can we apply over here? We can apply the cos, that is K, adjacent over hypotenuse. So this becomes cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Then from the diagram, what was the adjacent? It was 3. Over the hypotenuse was what? 5. So we want theta. So how do we find theta? The theta becomes the cos inverse of the number. So therefore we can say that cos theta is equal to 3 over 5. Therefore theta is equal to the cos inverse of 3 over 5. And as we did for the sine inverse, we do the same thing for the cos inverse. You press your shift key on the calculator and the cos key together with your value, 3 over 5. So therefore, our theta is giving us 53.1 degrees. Please do not forget to bring your degrees. It is an angle, and angles are measured in degrees. Good, so we are done with our second question. Then we come to our third question. The third question is, in the diagram below, this is our diagram. Angle PQS is 50 degrees. Then angle PRS is 30 degrees. Then we have line PR as what? 8 centimeters. Find line QS. So this is the question, and we have to find line QS. So let's do it together. So from the diagram, always when you have two sides given, you can find the other side. But if you have, and also if you have one side and an angle, you can use it to find the other side. But if you have only an angle given with no side given, then you can't find anything. So from the diagram, we've been asked to find line QS. And looking at this right angle triangle, we were given only an angle, no side was given. So we can pick this right angle triangle out. Then from this right angle triangle, we have an angle and a side. Therefore, we can use this to find line PS. So let's do it together. So in this case, you remember our SOHCAHTOA. Good. So after finding the SOHCAHTOA, you look at the position of your angle in your right angle triangle. So in this case, our angle is here, and the angle is directly opposite to line PS. So we have opposite here, then we have hypotenuse as 8 centimeters. So if we have O and H, which of the trig ratios can we apply? We can apply the sine ratio. Great. So this becomes sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And theta has been given as what? 30 degrees. Then opposites we don't know. That is line PS over line PR. Good. So it becomes sine theta, that is sine 30 degrees, is equal to line PS, which is unknown, over line PR as 8 centimeters. So over 8. We are looking for line PS and not this. So what do? We can cross multiply to find line PS. So this becomes line PS becomes 8 times sine 30 degrees. So what is 8 times sine 30? And that is giving us 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters. So it means that our opposite or line PS is 4 centimeters now. So after getting line PS, we can now find line QS using the theta other side. So this becomes, so we have which of the trig ratios can we apply here? Our concentration is on line QS, and we have line PS, and the theta is here, the angle is here. The angle is directly opposite to this and adjacent to line QS. So it becomes O and A. So when you have O and A, what do? We use the tan ratio. So this becomes tan theta equals opposite over adjacent, that is 2. So the theta was been given as what? 50 degrees. And the opposite is now gotten as what? 4 over our line QS, which is our adjacent. We are looking for line QS, so we have to do a simple cross multiplication and change of subjects. So in this case, line QS becomes, what is the value over there? It becomes 4 over tan 50 degrees. And what is the value? Therefore, we can confidently say that line QS is equal to 3.356 centimeters. It is a distance, a line, and we are using centimeters. So 3.356 centimeters. The first thing is write a SHS. Then identify your position of your angle in your right angle triangle. Then afterwards, you apply the trig ratios depending on where your angle is. Good. So I have this try test for you. The first question is, find the value of theta in this right angle triangle. So I have my theta here. The theta is directly opposite to this and adjacent to this side. So I believe you know the trig ratios to use. Then the number 2 is find line PQ. That is line PQ. Since we have one side known and an angle known, we can use it to find the line that wasn't given. So thank you so much for your time. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share to your friends out there. So till we meet again, please stay safe and learn hard. Bye.